It's the city of rock and roll, and this place sure is rocking as they await the start of this one. We're here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland, Ohio. Dustin Hopkins out, ready to send this away. And here we go at Huntington Bank Field. He's going to field this at the 2. And not a bad place for them to start, up past the 30-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Right to the air, Burrow. This finds all, complete. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 16 yards on the play. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
First get of the game here to Chase Brown. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Burrow out of the shotgun. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Gun.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. The Bengals send out the punting unit. And this will put an end to the drive after it stalled out. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Browns will go on offense. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll throw to begin this drive. He puts everything behind this one. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Here we go.
Now for the first time, it's a give to the rookie from Ohio State. And he has him a small chunk of yards up to the 42. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Man in motion here. Shotgun now on 3rd down. He steps in and makes the interception. Picked off by Dax Hill. And he makes the house call. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. And the extra point is up, and it is good. And the Bengals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Go.
Getting right back to it after that interception. That's going to be caught by Carter. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. To the air now on 1st and 10. That one complete to Njoku. And this one doesn't go far.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Shut up. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Dropping back to throw. Catch made by Carter. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Here we go, set.
He'll throw it yet again. Catch is made down the right sideline. Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns reach pay dirt for the first time this game. David Njoku, the touchdown. On comes Dustin Hopkins to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns tie this game 7-7. Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Fielded at the 7. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the gun, a give to Brown. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. 1st down, and they go right back to it. And he's tackled for a short gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, kid, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go, here we go.
Now an inside give to Johnson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7.
Here we go.
Burrow from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, I know some old-school coaches, maybe some former NFL quarterbacks who would have this guy running stairs after that drop, partner. Hit or no hit. That was a catch there that would have meant a first down.
Yeah, that's why that's old school, okay, Kate? The new school coaches and quarterbacks know how hard it is in this league with the contact. How valuable those contested catches are. Credit the defense for making the play on that one.
They've got first down from the 31.
Set. Check. Hurt. Check, go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. Going to the ground again on first. And he's able to work this down to the 41. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Let's go.
From the 41. Taking a shot deep down the field to go. He's got it inside the 10. And he drives this forward to the 6. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. Ready to go with the second quarter. And it's the Browns with it inside the red zone.
19 tight.
From the red zone now. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the pressure drives them backwards.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
Ready.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. They'll throw it. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
So the Browns are going to kick the field goal on 4th down. Dustin Hopkins on for the attempt. It's a 29-yard look right down the middle for him. Carlson's kick is good. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Brings in the kick at the 9. And look at this return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
12. Here we go.
Looking to throw, Burrow. He finds Johnson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 11. This is hauled in by T. Higgins. Gets it to the 15. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. T. Higgins, the touchdown. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games. This sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bengals take a 4-point lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that without that ball being tipped, we are looking at a big game. That's a missed opportunity to push that offense, but an even better play defensively to deny the throw.
Second and 10 now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He drops it. Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, you can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Call that one a 44-yard punt. And the Bengals are set up quite well for their next possession. Markers reset, ball at the 37. 1st down, Burrow to throw. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. That was Jamar Chase he was looking for there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Here we go.
Jumps in up the middle. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, they shoot the pass to try and bring up 3rd and short via a little more conservative ground call, but it backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front. And they fired off the line knowing the run was coming. And, boy, they busted it before it could get back to the line.
11 coming.
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And a 4-point lead, it shall remain.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
Trying again following the sack. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. David Njoku, the guy he was looking for. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
3rd and long for him here. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And we'll turn our focus now to the flag down as he ends up out of bounds. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Back to throw now. He throws a bullet to the center. He's got it deep downfield. And he's able to get this down to the... He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes. But what a difference it can make for an offense.
Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play.
You're set. At 59. At 31. At 59.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from Cleveland. The Browns driving. First down, ball at the 36.
Alert. This is set.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
You're set. At 55. At 54. Down and go.
First throw for the backup now. Connection made to Judy. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. Watson to throw it. And his This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Another try following the sack. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Bengals will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
We see quarterbacks in this league love targeting their slot guys so often. They get plenty of chances defensively to take one the other way. Nice to see him come through with that one. And what a great read to get in position for that pick.
On 1, ready?
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow out of the shotgun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now it's 2nd down.
On 2. Here we go, here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. He put everything he had into this one. Big gain downfield. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
You can't start a fire without a spark. Well, how about a lightning bolt? What a huge gain that totally changes the tone of the drive.
Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. Burrow to the air now. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
To throw again, it's Burrow. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
You throw it in the middle of the field, it's all about anticipation and accuracy. I mean, those are the 2 keys all the time in my book, Kate. But when you throw it in the middle of the field with all of the traffic, that's where guys with great anticipation and that tremendous accuracy come to life.
They'll run with Johnson. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Evan McPherson on for the Bengals field goal. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Butker knocks it through. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this.
Big play next drive.
Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
59, 59. Out.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. This one falls incomplete.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down.
It's set.
We got that cheat code offense.
Back to the air, Watson. Completed to his running back. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Set. Alert, alert. First 6.
Working from the gun, Watson. Ooh, he missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down.
You know, Kate, my years in Indianapolis with Peyton, he loved to know the tendencies of a defense. In 3rd and short, more often than not, all across the league, you get man-to-man coverage. It really is a good time to throw. Unfortunately, couldn't execute that pass, and a 4th down instead.
We don't get a return out of that punt. And it'll be Bengals football. First and 10 now from the 30.
Gun.
Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. It's a gain of 12 there. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
1st and 10 from the 41.
Here we go.
Here's Johnson again. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
Got his target, it's Higgins. And they had that one contained right at the line. Former 1st-rounder Devin Bush making the play.
Well, the defense was ready for that throw, stopping him right in his tracks, right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Here we go.
Burrow. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Denzel Ward makes the play. And the Browns get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. And it's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
Second down now, 7 to go. Play action, it's Watson. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He puts some juice on it. He's got it inside the 25. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns parlay the interception into points. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Hopkins knocks the extra point through. And the Browns make it 17-all. Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. This return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow setting up the play action. The Browns close in and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Burrow from the gun. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
You know, Kay, that is the epitome of trust right there. Right, when the ball is let out of his hands, I think everybody on the sidelines in the stadium went, because he threw it in double coverage. And you may question the decision, but it's tough to challenge it when it produces results like that. So many coaches love third downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these third downs.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. That punt goes 63 yards. And they'll get ready to go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Set. 24.
Watson looking to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. From the gun, Watson. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Watson. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And they're gonna be stuck with a 4th and long. The Browns are lined up to punt. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. It's going to be a punt of 46 yards. And it'll be their football. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield. On 1st down, here's Burrow. Gets this to Johnson. They deliver a shot before he can get to the line.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
11 mighty.
Here's 2nd and 11. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Here we go. Here we go. 11, 11, 11.
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. He'll get this one to Brown. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. It's a tie ball game through 3. We'll see which side separates here in the 4th. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
Here we go, here we go.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And he has enough room to gain about 4. Second and 6 coming up here.
Here we go.
Now a carry by Johnson. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5.
Here we go, here we go.
Back now, pressure on its way. Has a man, it's Brown. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
On 1, right?
They're now set for 1st and 10.
Get set.
Now the give to Johnson. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, Kate, sorting through traffic, seeking out a runner, that is this guy's domain, and boy, does he know how to operate in it.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Gun. 11 empty.
On the ground again with Johnson. And they're ready for him at the line. Couldn't manage anything there.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. He's back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
Starting from the 5. And he's out of bounds, approaching the 25, a couple yards short at the 23. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Set. Alert. 24.
Here's Watson to the air. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the... He's got it deep downfield. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
Here's a give up the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Watson. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be marked down a yard shy of that marker.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Hey, 24. Alert.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
He was brought down by Miles Murphy. A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Browns trail by a field goal. Fourth and 3, drive on the line.
Set.
They've got a man in motion. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Has him on the quick hitter. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure of the drive's right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
Hey, 24.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Hey, 24. 26.
Back to the well again. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need 1 more now on 3rd down.
Hey, alert, alert.
Another carry for him. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Return starts at the 9. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
Take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They've got first down from the 31.
Here we go. Here we go. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. Stop.
He'll look to throw it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Stanley keeping him involved in their passing game, Brock, but that throw didn't work out the way his earlier targets have.
It kind of felt like, you could see that from the booth, this defense was sick and tired of this running back catching the ball.
Yeah.
A whole lot more active in their coverage, and somebody was ready to finally separate the football when it arrived.
Back to throw. And no look there, and that throw falls to the ground.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long. It only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Here we go.
Now to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
I'll tell you this, Kate, that's we got to be on the same page with one another and get both ends of the play right to execute, both the protection and ultimately completing that ball. They certainly want that play called back.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on four.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking to throw it. And they get to him and haul him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. QB still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Reset.
Give now to the running back. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. Back-to-back carries here. And this time they get to him early and stick him along the line of scrimmage. No gain on 2nd down, and they need 2 here on 3rd. So the Browns come away with the win. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. And with Brock Ewart and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a well-earned win for the Browns, as with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.